Are we back on with the general?
There he is.
There he is.
There he is. Yo, General, what's up, dude?
Robert, long time, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Thank God. I know you've had some medical issues yourself,
You
uh,
think?
to say the least.
5 operations in 29 months. I think that's something.
That's unbelievable, bro. I mean, everybody has their thing, but nobody knows until they go through it. I hate to say, but sometimes I envy the truly healthy man who gets through life without much going on. Since I hit 60, it's been pretty hard, man.
It must be nice to be Joe Brickman, right, Joey?
Who's Joe? He's a fireman, correct?
Yeah, but is
he dead now?
Always star athlete. He lived a
what do you mean? Because he's a
charmed life. Lived a charmed life.
He lives a charmed life.
Yeah. Like Curb Street.
Curb Street? Now listen, man, me and you go back a long way. You know what I was thinking about the other day? You're gonna laugh. Your bicycle that you left in the apartment.
I left a bicycle in the apartment?
You left it like a 16-speed in Bart's apartment.
Did I really?
You're going back like 40, 50 years, bro. I lived with the general.
That's good. That's not 45 years ago.
Yeah, we lived together when I was in the police academy.
Well, that was 80. I think it was 83 to 84.
84 to 85.
Okay, 84 to 85.
And you left a white 10-speed or 12-speed. He never even used it. I don't know what happened. You don't remember, really?
No, but I could use the money, man.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Maybe you'll make it off the book.
You got the right guy to send you $10 for a bicycle.
That's probably a $200 bicycle at least.
He ain't sending you 200 pennies.
Collector's items.
He's not sending you I had him here on the show, bro. You know, we had the weight gastro surgery.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so he did a whole segment on that, on what he went through, the side effects.
Wait. So, okay. So we're going. This is it, right? This is your show, right? This is
my show, bro. I don't make the rules, but it's my show.
Tell people who I am. My name is Rob DeCanio.
I was gonna do that. Can you give me a minute?
Listen.
It's the man's show over here, dude.
Yeah, man, 3 cups, man. Come on,
step it back. All right. Anyway,
it's like I'm 4 hours ahead.
You might be, but I am going to let you speak.
Speed up there, Vinny. Speed up. I know you're 5 years old.
We're doing an hour, so don't worry.
See, 3 hours behind, 4 hours ahead.
All right. So anyway, you know what? You're right.
6 years fucking fast.
But get the main thing out of the way. Introduce yourself and your book.
Oh, I don't have the book with me. Joe, do you have the book with you?
No, what do you mean you don't have the book with you? You're in your house.
In the other room. I got it in the other room.
Go get it. Go get it.
And I called him.
How are you going to promote the book without the book?
I've been sitting here writing the new book. And
let's do the old.
You look like a writer. You look like that. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He wrote he was Artie Shore's son. And he
looks like Mark Levin.
He's a tattoo artist, but he's also an author. And I got to send you the information on him. He wrote a book about being in a third world country with where he hooks up with a pros and they do drugs together and all of that stuff. But all that good stuff.
Bourdain was good for that stuff. Bourdain, Bourdain, all of his stuff.
Anthony Bourdain. Anthony Bourdain was. I still can't believe.
Phenomenal. You know,
he's still one of those guys I can't believe killed himself, like with Robin Williams.
You know,
he had the dream job. That's why when people say, "How could you do that?" People don't know.
What about Lemieux? What about the hockey player?
The hockey player, Lemieux.
People tortured mind. I mean, the hockey player. But
look how many years those guys. Look how old these guys are. These guys are in their 50s and 60s, killing themselves.
Claude Lemieux might be a CTE kind of thing.
True.
Where it might be something that they're going to find out because he had a lot of fights, a lot of concussions. So he might come out and it'd be a CTE kind of thing, just like what's his name from San Diego Chargers, Seau.
Well, look at the wrestler Benoit.
Yeah.
He killed his whole family.
Yeah, we were talking the other day about that because you had the baseball play, how baseball players, they can make one great play.
You want me to go get the book? Let me go get the book.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
get the book.
Go ahead. Looks good, Robert.
I was just with him. We just went to Dallas together.
Huh?
Went to watch a Ranger game. We were in Dallas. Me and the General.
The general,
Spent a weekend together.
Frank Sinatra's his dog,
He's
right?
got 2 dogs now. He's got Sammy also. He's got
Oh, he's got little Sammy?
He's got a little black dog and a little white dog.
That's
Sammy and
one.
Frank.
That's fucking great, man. Sammy and Frank. I love those guys still after.
Where are they? Let's see the mutts. General, where's the dogs?
Frank is too big.
Dude, where's the puppies?
Sammy's on the ground here.
Let's see them both, Frank and Sammy.
Frank is 40 pounds. I ain't lifting him.
All right, let's see the book. Show that baby off.
There it is.
There it is.
That's
Five
the hardcover. That's the
He's a good
hardcover.
looker.
Now I read on the back, if a person buys your book or reads your book or participates in the situations in the book, they could do it on Instagram with other
Yeah.
fans.
So the book is interactive on a couple of levels.
Okay,
At
good. Go
first, it's interactive with the reader. As you're reading it, you're also interacting with each level that we're at, and giving your opinion. So you're basically customizing the book and making a customized version of the book for yourself. Then we also have an Instagram associated with the book that readers can go on, interact with other readers, maybe post a question that they want to talk to me, or maybe they want to ask Joe something, but I don't know why they would want to ask Joe something. But they probably want to ask me something.
He loves you, baby.
The only thing they want to ask Joe is like, I think I got one comment on Joe, and it was from Cliffy Deagle, and he was like, "I love the book. The book is great. You did a great job. Joe Fats is a homer." That's all it said.
There you go. Well, you know I'm going to be the star anyway.
Joe Fats is a
That's what
homo.
I'm saying.
A homo or a homo?
Hey, you take it where you want.
But
all right, so yes, the book is it's opinions, but there is a lot for everybody in there, even non-sports people, because we have little facts at each number. So what we're doing is we're exploring each number from 0 to 100, and the athletes that made these numbers great and defined these numbers. Now, you're not going to see the old run-of-the-mill crap that you would see like Roger Maris at 61. Roger Maris never wore 61. Roger Maris, the only thing he had to do with 61 is he hit 61 homers 1 year. That's it. Roger Maris was nominated in my book. He's nominated at number 9, the number he wore, the number that he defined.
Right.
All right. So, it's not the old run-of-the-mill crap that you're going to see in other sports books where it's like, oh, we're going to go this way, 61 is this, 42 is this. I don't do that, man. I'm looking at everybody. So we're not.
No, I don't mean to cut you off, but what do you mean by that? You don't put everybody in there that has that number? It's only a certain amount of people.
Dude, I've already read. I mean, when you're talking 101 numbers, and you're already talking that I'm nominating up to 8 players and their statistics, and also giving notable mentions up to 12. So that's 20 players per number. That's 2,000 right there. All right.
Well, we don't got that many. We don't got that many.
I mean, well, I'm not gonna write I'm not going to write about some asshole at war number 2 that nobody even fucking cares about or nobody remembers. You know, so I'm going to give you the best of the best, and what's what we're talking about, the best of the best. So we nominate up to 8 players. I might give like up to 12 notable mentions, but those 12 players that I gave notable mention, their stats just didn't make the cut. All right, it didn't make the cut. And there's a cut where there's certain players that wore these numbers that are just a step above everybody else.
It's like the Hall of Fame, you know what I mean? You got to be a little better than everybody else.
Yeah, see, for me,
but then it comes down to opinions. We're going to give you 8. Now opinions is gonna, a lot of things are going to come into this. The era in which you watch these things, the geographic place where you grew up. Now, see, I'm over here and I was having lunch at the clubhouse with people from my neighborhood. And, we were talking about the book. And the guy right off the bat said, well, I know number 3 is Dale Earnhardt. I said, yeah, maybe in your book it's fucking Dale Earnhardt, but it's fucking Babe Ruth in mine.
Yeah, of course, man. Well, that's what I mean. I don't know a lot of sports,
but that you do know.
Huh?
That you do know.
But baseball,
everybody knows
baseball numbers.
A guy that grew up in NASCAR, grew up in the South, is going to say Dale Earnhardt is number 3, hands down. And a guy like Joey that grew up a baseball fucking addict is going to say it belongs to nobody else but Babe Ruth.
Right. And I agree with that, of course.
Yeah. So,
although he tore.
I'll tell you right now, I got a call at 7 o'clock in the fucking morning from a friend of mine that lives in Green Bay, Wisconsin, yelling at me, asking me how could I not have Brett Favre as number 4?
That's crazy.
And I said, well, you're reading the book, right? He goes, yeah. I said, now you know why I don't have Brett Favre at number 4.
No, it's crazy. Yeah, 3 and 4 are locked up Yankees, man.
There's a lot of Yankee numbers that are locked up.
Hey, I didn't give 4 to Lou Gehrig. Your brother did. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't give 4 to Lou Gehrig?
No, I gave 4 to Bobby Orr.
See, I don't know hockey, so I would never even thought of that. That's
me.
But I would be. But if I read the book, it's going to have Bobby.
What's funny about that?
Hang on. I don't want to give away the whole book and give you all my opinions of everything. I want people to buy the book.
Dude, you gave 2 numbers. Take it easy. You got 99 other numbers.
I talk fast.
I'm saying, but you're not giving away all the numbers. You gave 2 numbers.
When it comes to number 4, here's something that really appeals to me. They changed the rules of the game because this guy was that good. All right. When you change
you know what appeals to me? 180 RBIs in one season.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Lou Gehrig.
Exactly. I mean, it broke my heart not to give it to Lou Gehrig because Pride of the Yankees, probably one of my favorite sports films ever. I grew up. Fucking Gary Cooper was a fucking gobbledanger for Lou Gehrig.
And don't forget, Lou Gehrig could have been an engineer like his Uncle Otto.
Love that line. I love that line.
Love that line. That was like the best line in the movie.
So let me just get this, and then you could continue. So let's say the number 4, whatever you pick. You put down your top approximately 8 number 4s.
Right.
And then you pick your number 1, and it's up to the reader to pick their number 1.
Well, I picked mine. I let Joey pick his.
Oh, here's another thing.
But yours and Joey's.
No, listen to this. Here's another thing that's amazing is that even though we know each other 40 years or better, whatever, we only match 30% of the time on our numbers.
No. We matched 55 times. So out of
30.
Out of 101 numbers, we picked alike 55 times.
Even that's 50% of the time.
It's big difference than 30%.
And you're talking about 2 guys that sat side by side and watched pretty much every sporting event over a 30-year period. Yeah.
Well, obviously, I'm more of a baseball guy. You're more of a hockey guy.
When it comes down to it, if you go in the back of the book, I tallied everything up where it comes to like how many times we picked each, players from each sport, how many times we picked alike and everything. And your brother right there, and he's all baseball and football.
Well, how did you even sit down with him for that long a period of time?
Did it every day over the phone.
Well, no, I'm not
see
kidding.
over
Man.
here.
He's my brother.
Listen, we literally text every day.
Let me explain something to your fans that you already know. Your brother's a freaking OG party animal, and trying to fucking wrestle him down for a 5-minute conversation is tough enough. It took me about, I would say, a month and a half just getting up a fucking 48 done because he kept on avoiding me, dodging me. Fucking, I sent it to you. I didn't send it to you. Send it to me again. What a fucking pain in the ass.
He doesn't understand.
I went on a couple of vacations.
Dude, he doesn't understand the creative process. That's what it is. He really doesn't. He's his own man. And he thinks the way he thinks.
The bubble boy, I call him.
Yeah,
the bubble boy. He lives in his bubble.
Yeah, he does. You know what? I agree.
I like it.
And we know Robert, by the way, for those that are listening, we know Robert for many, many, many years.
Do you want me to tell it, or you want to tell it?
No, you could. It's got to be almost 50 years. No, not quite 50 for me, but maybe 45.
I met your brother. It had to be 80, 81. Yeah, I think it was 80. First time I met him was 80. And then we really started hanging out a lot in 81. I met you right around then when we used to hang out at the liquor store up over next to Angelo's.
Yeah, with Buddy Rich, yeah.
Yeah, with Buddy Rich.
Steve's liquor store.
Steve's liquor store. And then when I moved out of my house in 1982, like February 82, I moved in up on the Florida League, across the street from Palmanoff and Queens College, and I lived in an apartment with Vinny Moose.
Oh, I know that apartment. Yeah, no, I remember. I don't remember you being there. I do remember your brother and Vinny Moose being there. Was there another character that was in there too?
Tommy Lane, maybe?
That's that was a nice building. I never was inside that building.
Three of us were there, and it came to a point, even your brother looked at me and goes, "You got to get the fuck out of there." And I had to get the fuck out of there. It was just, there was the traffic that was going in through that apartment was not a good scene. So
no, I would imagine it was a party house.
Okay.
You know, the characters that live there, then you know.
There were more things going on there that I really want to even talk about on this one. But then in 83, or no, I think it was it late 82 or was it 83 that I moved in with you? I think it was late 82.
Whoa, was that when you guys started going to Wildwood?
Yeah,
that was 81. But
yeah, I never did the Wildwood scene with you guys. Maybe once or twice.
I started doing that, but
yeah,
it's nice. I got a hummingbird outside feeding hummingbirds.
Yeah, so you're like Arizona now.
Mm-hmm. So then I moved over into your neighborhood, and I moved around the block from your mother's house with you and Bart. I had shed it.
Right.
Three of us lived in that 3-bedroom apartment.
And was there? Look, he don't care what I say, Bart. Wherever you are, God bless you. I mean, he's probably going to watch this. How fucking frustrating was it for a guy like you, a neat freak, to live in Bart's house?
I'm a guy that likes things in order, especially common space. Common space is common space. Kitchen, living room. Hey man, with the three of us, we got a whole kitchen. What you do in your room?
Don't forget King the dog.
Yeah, the dog. The dog has drove you.
Oh my God, dude!
I mean, what you do in your room is what you do in your room, and getting to that, what I was doing in my fucking room was what I was doing in my fucking room with the door fucking closed. I mean, what was it? Make you there a week? I'm 18 years old. I got my own fucking place, finally out of the hellhole that I was living in with my brother and Vinny Moose. I go in my bedroom. I'm laying in my bed. I got a nice king-size bed. Shut the door. What am I going to do? Lay out like Playboy on that masterpiece. What happens? You got a closed door. Vinny walks right in. Hey, General.
You know what, man?
Comfy.
No, but you know what? You know what, though, Robert?
I got the schnickel in my hand. I'm looking down.
I didn't think
I'm like,
he would
what
bring
the
that.
hell? Vinny's like, ooh, and he leaves. What the fuck, man?
Do it comfy. Do it
When I
comfy.
tell you, though, in my defense, I grew up in a house. We were 7 of us in the same type of an apartment, okay? And we were always walking in and out. The only door we couldn't walk in and out of was my sister's. But you know, you're used to living with all those people. So
You didn't go in and out of butts.
But I got
Good thing you told him not to tell nobody, because he didn't call me like 2 seconds later.
But let me tell you,
Well,
man,
I had to tell this story now. Because if I didn't tell the story, you were
apologize.
gonna tell a
45. I got
If you didn't tell a story, he was going to tell a story. And if he didn't tell a story,
No.
one of your other 2 brothers was going to tell a story. So,
Oh, well,
I figured
those
I'd
two.
do it.
Well, anyway, man, if it helps, I'm apologizing 45 years later.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it-
Oh, thanks, man.
I was 25 years old when I lived with you, because I remember, because I was in the police academy. So
Yeah,
that's like 43 years ago already. That's how long ago. It's freaking crazy, bro. Time
Yeah, I
passes.
was-
But to me, you
honestly-
look the same. To me, you look the same. To me, my brother looks the same.
And I was training for the post office.
I thought you did work for the post office.
Oh, I worked for Social Security when I was with you. And I went into training for the post office in June of 84. So I transferred.
So you did 20 years in the post office?
I did about 18 and a half.
Did you get you got a pension, right?
I took one and I left one. One was like a 401k, and I took the civil service and I took it in cash because they gave me the wrong information. But that doesn't matter.
Well, then you went into the. Well, I want to touch on. I want you to touch on. For those that don't know, you kind
I've
of
already touch on. Let's get away from the touch on, because when I was last time I was touching on myself, you walked in the room. So let's not touch on anything.
All right, well, let's rewind. Oh my God! I didn't
touching on things.
I didn't think you'd bring that up, but that's okay. It's funny. It's a funny story, but I know that
It's classic.
you also, what people don't know is you're somewhat of a reality, one of the original reality people, TV reality. I would think
I was one of the first people that was on Survivor.
you were on the 2nd season of Survivor, right?
I was in the 2nd year. They do 2 seasons a year.
Okay, that's right. And my thing is, I never watched Survivor. My ex-wife loves Survivor. She used to watch it all the time. So it gave me a chance to. I said, well, you know, Jen was on Survivor. I got to tell you the truth, bro, without blowing smoke up your ass. I loved it when you were on Survivor, bro.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I really,
It was
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
that was great, man. I remember the little blonde. I could never. What was the little blonde?
That was Rob's girl.
Huh?
Sarah.
Yeah, she was quiet, but she was pretty smart. And
Weren't you with Boston Rob too?
That was
Yeah. So who was the girl he
Yeah,
wound
I
up?
know-
Who's the chick that he was always with?
Sarah.
Who was that?
no.
Sarah.
Was
Wasn't
it
it?
Sarah?
It was Sarah,
Sarah
was it?
was the, and
So
she
did
was such a
Sam.
cutie, man. And
No, he
but yeah,
married Amber.
Oh, okay. I knew something.
do you still touch base with all those people?
You know, it's like anything else, man. Everybody has their lives, you know.
I know.
You keep in, I mean, social media and text, you know, you do stuff like that. What does it come down? It comes down to birthdays, holidays. Yeah.
And funerals.
Yeah. You know.
Isn't this the 50-year anniversary of
I
Survivor?
know it's 25 years.
50 episodes. 50 episodes.
50 years.
That's a lot, man. They really did go a long way with that. Like I said, I never watched it, but you were on it. I had to watch it.
Oh, I was, dude, 50 million people watched us.
What year was that when you were on Survivor?
We filmed at the end of 2001. It started airing February of 02.
Did it really? Wow. I thought it was longer than that, but that's still 24 years ago.
You know,
Um, it's a long time ago. And tell you, obviously, it was one of the best experiences of your life. I'm going to assume.
it was a great experience. Top 3 now.
Really? You
Nah,
know,
and I've had a lot
well,
of good.
yeah.
Dude, I've had a lot of.
Didn't it open up doors for you to do other shit like in Hollywood, like while you're doing other things?
Yeah, no, it opened doors for me to do other stuff. It actually, it really started my writing career as I had a job. I had a little gig with USA Today for a couple of years, where I wrote um, an entertainment article
For
on
USA Today?
for USA Today on where they would during the Survivor season. So
Oh, that's impressive, bro, man. I used to.
it was a weekly article. I used to write for, and you got to realize, so it was 2 seasons a year. You're pretty much writing all year. You're pretty much writing every week all year, so you have to watch.
Oh, you write your own segment?
I had my own segment, and they edited it down a little bit. They cut it up a little bit, but.
But it's also wasn't as prevalent as now with social media. Today,
Well,
reality TV stars are like regular movie stars, which is they don't give.
I wouldn't say. I think they're more a dime a dozen because there's so many shows.
I agree. I agree with that, but they think they're like movie stars.
Well,
And
They kind of are because there's not a
did
lot
you
of
go to
movie
a lot of
stars.
parties where there were
Vinny, when I did Survivor, it was about actually a competition. I was doing this competition. Could I do this? Can I go on this and do this? And the people that went on it applied for the show and went for that. Now the people that apply for the show, not everybody that you see on the show applies for the show. Some people are cast nowadays, where they seek out certain to use. But these people are seeking airtime. What can I do to get more airtime? Could care less about fucking airtime. My thing was, how can I beat down these motherfuckers so I can win $1 million?
Right.
That's what
did the second and third place win anything?
everybody gets money.
You were what? Third place? Fourth place?
I was in the final 5 days, but I ended up in 6th place.
Okay, I thought you were up there something. Yeah.
I mean,
Who won that
5
year?
days. I was in the last.
Who won?
This girl Vicente.
Okay, and the first season was the guy Rich who won, right? He's dead now, I think.
But you had guys.
Let's move on. This ain't about Survivor, right? It's about us.
No, but I like people to know who you are.
Yeah,
That's
don't
part
worry
of your
about that.
life. It's part of your life. Like I'm the Coparazzi, All right, so tell us.
That's who I am.
Well, we're going to get there.
We
You
were
want to
talking-
come? Why don't you come here and we'll put you in one of these seats?
Hey, why don't you come here, right in between us?
But tell us what you want to tell us next. The book we could do last because we got more time.
No.
Tell us where you're from and
Yeah, so we grew up in basically side-by-side neighborhoods. I consider you guys hill boys. I'm a hill boy, but I still consider you guys hill boys. I consider the hill, and if you read the book, I'll talk about it in the book where I talk about the hill having like little satellite neighborhoods, like your neighborhood, the Block Boys, down out with the casino. It was all kind of encompassed in the hill because it was really brought together by the New York City public school system. When you look at Campbell's, at Bound, at Queens College, all being on one square block in Queens, and all these kids from all these neighborhoods converging in this one spot every day, so it was on the hill, so I consider like you guys hill boys, you guys were the hill boys from the South End, you know, the Block Boys were the Hill Boys from the North End, and and then we had Corona, which was on our West End, you know.
Who really started the whole band was
Yeah.
Nicky Obrienzo. Nicky was dating somebody in my neighborhood, and I met Nick, and then
Well,
the
I
rest
mean,
is history.
and
Then
Nicky also
Campbell's.
lived on the cusp. He lived on the edge of like where the hill was and where your neighborhood started with the cemeteries in between.
Right.
You know, he lived like on the edge of the neighborhood, right by Bound, and that's where you guys were.
The other connection with the hill was for guys like me and my brother, and I don't know why a lot of those hill guys went to Queen of Peace. They didn't even go to St. Anne's. They went to Queen of Peace.
Well, on
a bunch of the hill boys
the south side, on the south side of the Long Island Expressway, went to Queen of Peace.
No, but Nicky O went to Queen of Peace.
No, Nicky O went to St. Nick's. No, he went to St. Nick's.
His sister was in my class.
But Nicky went to St. Nick's. His next door neighbor was Tommy Lane, and Tommy Lane lived to St. Anne's.
I don't know how they did that because you paid for it separately. More like
how do we go to Campbell's?
Well, that's public school. You're zoned for that.
Yeah,
other people went to IS. What is that? What's the one over on Parsons Boulevard?
No, but they also lived in a different, like Robert said, they lived in a different color block.
It was like Joe and Maya, and those guys down there. And Mary,
did you go to Joe and Barron?
All those guys, they went to like IS.
He went to Malloy.
Sure.
Right. Well, okay, so.
Yeah, I got a Malloy education. That's why I write.
Dude,
You and Mike Giaconelli went to Malloy, right?
Yeah, we both went to Malloy.
Malloy was a good school, man. That was in Briarwood, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
People would normally say Jamaica, but
Ken Anderson went there too, the basketball player.
Kenny Anderson, Kenny Smith. We had both of them there, and Franco.
Didn't the St. John's basketball player go there too? No.
A couple of basketball players. Well, Kenny Anderson and Kenny Smith.
Yeah, Kenny Anderson.
Yeah.
He didn't play for St. John's.
I used to know Kenny Anderson's mother because I worked in the post office right in Left Rack City, and that's where he was from. He was from Left Rack City, and when he was still, still in college. He wasn't making money.
That's an extension of your neighborhood too, right?
I think he went to
Corona. Yeah, that's Corona, Elmhurst.
What did he go to Georgia Tech or something like that?
Georgia Tech, yeah.
Yeah, but his mother was still living in Left Rack City. Yeah, buying bags from one of the carriers in the station, and she used to come to the window. Hey, it's like, hey, this is it. Yeah. Hey, so with the bag. Like, yeah. I get it for you.
So, yeah, it's not post
that
office.
That was a jungle. Freaking Left Rack City, man. You walk into those places, you fucking die.
that was 30 years ago.
And that was 35 years ago.
So was the post office a 20-year retirement?
They just shut down the White Castle over there too.
The post office was 30 and 55. And
when it was 30 and 55. Okay.
When I had 18 and a half in, I had 18 and a half to go. So I said,
no, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. If my job was 35 years, I might have left early too.
For me, it was going to be like 37.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. And how long did you do the bungee jumping and all of that?
I did I did other stuff. I first.
In case you're not wondering, I'm trying to lead you up to being a writer, so I have to get you. I have to get your history in here a little bit.
After I was writing for USA Today, I made a connection with the owner of Gap Adventures, which is an adventure travel company based in Toronto. So GAP stands for Great Adventure People. And I had written out a whole business plan for a new business of a different way to do adventure travel. And when he read it, he really liked it. So it was me and one of my friends, Lex, and another one of my friends. So he kind of just sent us to South America, man. We went to South America and we did trips on the Inca Trail through the Andes, to Machu Picchu, Cusco, Oaxaca, all these cool places, Tiwanaku. Really, I mean, if you watch the History Channel, pretty much all the places in South America have been home. In Bolivia, in Peru, in Ecuador, he sent us into the Amazon jungle. We lived with native tribes there.
Who sent you there?
The owner of this company, of this
magazine.
Travel. So what it was an exchange. He basically sent us on these trips. I wrote some travel articles for him. He used my ideas, and he started a new business, and I helped him launch it in Vancouver. It was called Real Traveler. So it was customizing these crazy, adventure travel trips to groups. And he liked it, so we started a new company. He launched the company. And I got a lot of great stuff there. And from there, I went to Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, which is a top 10 ecosystem. I studied there with a guy named Todd Valentine, and I became an interpretive naturalist. And when I became an interpretive naturalist, that's when I started writing programs and adventures for small boating companies and small adventure companies to do. And then I got into a lot of group stuff. I studied kayaking. I became a professional kayaker. And I used to do interpretive naturalist trips in the estuaries, salt marshes down there, teaching the folks, the history, the nature, the wildlife of the area. After that, a guy in the area that owned a marina, and he had a big plot of land that was actually a failed community. It was 2008, trying to start a boating community attached to his marina, and the housing thing crashed, and they set a law where you couldn't have a ghost market, and he couldn't sell the plots. So he was stuck with like 15 acres of land right on Broad Creek. It's a really amazing spot on Hilton Head. It's a spot where a lot of guiding companies do their trips. So he wanted to build a zip line on it, and it was a good idea. There was nothing in the area like that. It would probably be good business. Hilton Head, if you guys aren't aware, is like a resort island. It's all based timeshares. So
I don't think I've ever been to Hilton Head.
So
I might have. I don't
so
even
you're
remember.
talking about an island that over like a 12-week period, every Saturday you get a different 100,000 people. 100,000 people leave, 100,000 people come on, and they stay a week. And for that week, they're looking to go out to places to eat, entertainment. And during the day, there's beaches. They want to do boating. They want to do fishing. They want to do all these kinds of things. So, here's another thing to do. He wanted to build a zip line course. So he hired me as an interpretive naturalist to kind of write a program, like at every point where the guides talk about either history.
Is that still there, that zip line that you created?
I'm going to get to that.
I know. Well,
I'll get to it. It's coming up.
Wow. Do you not?
Dude,
Did you know all this about this
I
guy?
told you, man. He's worse than you, bro.
It's coming up. And that's why I told you when you said you got time. I said, I don't know if you got enough time for me, man. It might need 4 shows.
You asked him. Now he's elaborating.
So, well, hey, man, I got paid to talk for a living.
Well, you're not getting paid here.
That's for sure.
That's
Just
why
to
I'm
get
not
that out
coming
of
there, because you ain't flying me in.
But
So
no,
anyway, anyway, he once he figured out that I had not only a knowledge of the island, I was like one of the premier interpretive naturalists. I was like one of the top 2 or 3 guys on the island at that point to hire. I was the #1 requested kayak guy. So that's why he hired me to write the program for his guides. And once he figured out that I also ran businesses before, he understood that I could run his business. And so he asked me if I could, develop a capital budget for his business and create more than just the program and create the whole thing. So I created that. A couple of years later, I convinced them to add an adventure park, because I told them, I said, hey, man, you got the same 100,000 people coming here every week of every year. So after 2 years, they've seen it, they've done it. You got to add something new if you want to keep them coming back. So he added an adventure park, and we did that. And, I did a lot with him. I created a multi-million-dollar business for him. Then I was lured away. They asked me to do the same thing in the Bronx Zoo. So sold my house, moved to the Bronx. A year after I left, that guy's out of business, because without me running it, I don't tell you everything that I do. And he was very specific about that. He used to tell me all the time, because I want this to be like the airlines, where if you're not here, somebody could jump in and know what to do. I was like, yeah, no problem. There is no way I'm going to tell you all my secrets. Oz might open up the curtain, but I got a little secret stash box over here with my little bag of tricks. I ain't going to tell nobody. So in a year, he was pretty much out of business. I went up to the Bronx. I opened up I did it.
Did he ever call you to come back?
No. Bad blood.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I hear you.
So then I went to the Bronx Zoo, started it up there. COVID hit. They decided that the biggest expense was me. So if they cut me out, they could still run it. They found out that after they paid me like 3 months or 4 or 5 months salary and said, adios, that just about that time they will close, never to reopen, close permanently, never going to reopen.
what closed permanently?
The adventure park.
Yeah, not the Bronx Zoo.
No.
Yeah.
But if anything, it's expanded with new tenants in the outer areas.
It's an industry that you can't get away from certain expenses, and if you try to sidestep certain expenses, people are going to get hurt. So, yeah, man, I over my decade of running adventure parks, I probably moved over 500,000 people and never had one accident. That is phenomenal. Nobody gets that. That's why I was hired later on to be an expert witness because I had credentials from the Association for Challenge Course Technology as an inspector, as a professional inspector. So I was hired by lawyers to actually be an expert witness for zipline accidents and adventure park accident cases from around the country.
Well, how many zip line
Oh, there's hundreds.
all across the country? Are they
Yeah,
connected?
because what
they?
it is, Vin, what they learned is that ski resorts that had a dead period for half a year,
That's a good idea.
if they added a zip line and an adventure park, they could be full year long. And now your business isn't, I'm making 90% of my money in 12 weeks. Now you're making your money, spread out over 12 months, which is a lot better. You have a lot more flow. You have a lot more revenue.
Does the Bronx Zoo still have the zip line there?
No. They couldn't run it safely.
I would imagine it's a hard thing to run safely. So you're saying a lot of these major amusement parks and they have zip lining.
Well, no.
Like Hershey Park don't have.
Amusement park and adventure park are different things. Amusement park is like Great Adventure, and adventure park is like climbing and traversing and zip line.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, some of the
And there's
amusement
one in
parks.
Silver Spring, Maryland, that's like the biggest in the country. It's got like tons of stuff.
Okay. All right. So
Where were you living in the Bronx? On the Riviera, right?
Yeah. I was living in the Bronx Neck, dude. You came over the Bronx Neck Bridge, and I was right in a little beach community. I found the hidden spot there, man. The little beach community right on the Long Island Sound.
That used to be a big weed spot back in the 80s.
Wow. So you live in some interesting areas. I mean, you're still finding your way, I guess. But, a lot of people would move from New York and go maybe to places like North Carolina, South Carolina. A lot of people are actually doing that from here because Florida, as much as my brother thinks it's a paradise, it ain't all what it's cracked up to be. I'll tell you that. It's very expensive. It's very hot. The people are just rejects from New York, so they're not the nicest people in the world. So
what did you get away from? Nothing.
But I got
to Sparrow.
I think everything he just said's complete opposite, but we have to.
No, you went to the Six Borough. You got away from absolutely nothing. The only thing you did,
dude, I hardly ever meet people from New York down here.
Weather.
I drive Uber, and I hardly ever meet people from New York down here.
Dude, I lived in the Southeast for 13 fucking years. Catch up to me. You haven't even lived there that long. I know
I've been here 6 years.
Florida than you do. The more south you go in Florida, the more north you are. The more north you go in Florida, the more south you are.
The more what?
The more south you go in Florida, the more north you are. The more north you go in Florida, the more south you are.
Okay, got you.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I understand, but you know what? I'm a person who is a complainer at heart anyway. Now we came here. Obviously, I want you to go into your book for a little bit while we still have a little time.
Oh, the other thing I forgot.
But I didn't want to. But
I had a shot glass from the Iron Horse.
The Iron Horse in Manhattan?
Yeah, we used to work.
You remember that I worked there? Holy fuck, man. I was a bartender at the Iron Horse.
I don't even remember that.
At the Iron Horse.
Do you know that that's fun. That's funny you remember that, a shot glass from the Iron Horse.
I got a shot glass from the Iron Horse.
That's fantastic. That was my first real gig, and it was good. It was a good gig, man.
That was a great gig, man.
Wow.
Pockets full of money.
Pockets full of change, because back then it was just all quarters. People come in, drop a couple of quarters, go catch their train. People come in, drop I mean, it added up to, quite a nice chunk of change for the time. It was the 80s, early 80s. But I like to, on this show, and I'm going to ask you before we get into the sports book, I usually try to incorporate, I call it a everydayisms, which mean there's something that bothers me every day, bro. And
wait. There's multiple things that bother you.
no, I mean, I can get into anything from people on their phones to fucking people bringing dogs in restaurant. I mean, everything fucking bothers me. People bother me. And I was in the supermarket recently. I was in the supermarket recently. Like I said, I could always find something to complain about. And this
it's like one little phrase. You can talk to a person, but you can't talk to people.
No, that's a great phrase, bro. Individuals I get along with great, but
right,
people.
It's like trying to get something across. You could get something across to a person. You could have a good conversation. You could get that debate going. You can't get across.
Can you?
Asses.
Can you get across? Wait, can you get across to this person?
Come on, dude. We butt heads, but we agree on a lot of shit, too.
That's the daughter.
As he's getting older, we're disagreeing a lot more because he's more in a different place right now. Until I try to change, forward zone, enjoy my life. He's perfectly happy.
You know, Mike, did you know that he is one of the many people that have a law degree, a doctor's degree, a carpenter? He's everything, bro. Didn't you know that?
I'm fucking jack of all trades, bro. Listen,
I'm not
great at one thing, but I'm good at a lot.
I go to the supermarket last week. And there's this guy and his jerk off. Now, you know that the dog he's with is not a service dog, but they're able to get those licenses like they can get a dog license. And the dog shits all over the aisle by the meat section. And this motherfucker's not cleaning it up, but he's standing next to his dog while there's all shit in the aisle, which means some poor girl from the back has to come out with a mop and a broom. If I worked there, I would have gave it to him and said, you fucking clean it.
I agree.
Okay? This guy is waiting, and it's just like, I wanted to shout.
First of all, if he has his dog in the store, he should have had a fucking a doggy bag with him. In case the dog does take it.
But that's the general's point of people suck.
Paradise. You shouldn't even be talking about this.
Florida's your paradise. Florida's your paradise. You shouldn't even worry about something like dog shit in an aisle.
No, but
I agree with you.
I agree. Walk on by, my brother.
Walk on by and say, nice doggy. Nice doggy. Dude, shit like that drives me crazy.
Yeah, I would know intended. Because
what if I'm allergic to dogs?
It's not even that. How do you have the balls to have your dog but not be prepared if he's going to take
it? Unfortunately, you can't blame the person. You got to blame the business for allowing.
No, you blame the person for not having a poop bag in his.
No, you got to blame the business for allowing.
No, he's right. General's
right. When you're a service, though, you have to let them in.
You have to let them in.
But listen, even with Uber, if they get into your door, into your car, service animal, you have to let them in.
This is the question that you're allowed to ask. Dogs are not allowed. And they say, "This is my service dog." Oh. What was this dog taught to do? Because every service dog is taught a specific task to be a service dog to that person. And that is the one question you are allowed to ask. You are not allowed to ask for credentials, but you are allowed to ask that one question. And if they are not able to come up with the answer, then that is not a service dog. And you could say, hasta la vista, baby.
They don't enforce it, though, bro. They don't enforce it.
They might sue you.
Vinny, they don't enforce it because they're in business, and they're in business to stay in business. They don't want other people with dogs in the neighborhood up in arms and boycotting them because of this.
Well, because again, they're all whatever their ideology is. My thing is, if I had a dog, and I've had dogs, the dog would rather be home than be fucking walking around 100%. With you in an air conditioner. Or at bars, when they bring him to bars and restaurants just to sit under their chair. That you want to talk about annoying, but that's my thing for today, and I might even bring that up a lot of times.
You want something? If this was my business, I would have the thing. No dogs, no animals allowed, even service dogs. When somebody complain,
are you allowed to do that?
I don't think you can.
Hang on. I would say You have a service dog? Yes. Well, we have a no animals policy, but we are more than willing to deliver it to your home for free.
And they do. Publix does. They do. But anyway,
There you
that's my.
go.
Do you have something for today? Did you like pick a toenail that bothered you? Something that
Dude, I wake up in a good mood every day. Nothing really bothers me.
you wake up in a good mood every day? I do. I'm a little achy in the morning, but you know, I'm pretty satisfied
I
myself.
wake up in pain,
Yeah.
but I'm happy.
But I mean, if you go out, do you go out for the day? You go do errands.
Yeah.
And so you're driving to wherever, Winn-Dixie.
Usually that's what gets me, drivers. Because I drove for a living for a while. Your brother
Yeah.
drive.
He bought your dream car.
Yeah.
What car you have?
Oh, I got a Mustang Sally, baby.
Dude, I'm looking for a 66 Mustang.
Guys, we're looking for Mustang for 30 years.
But
No,
you know,
I got a muscle.
yeah, the problem is I only have one spot in my condo. I can't get another car, so that's what's stopping me. But
You always rent a garage.
yeah, at the prices they're renting garages now, you could buy a car.
Or storage.
Yeah, no, I will eventually. It's just a lot of like I said,
Hey! Wait a minute. Carbon van liners. They do storage.
we don't. They do stuff. I don't want to talk.
In New York and in Florida.
In New York and in Florida, they do storage and they ship and they
ship worldwide.
Did you use them for your move?
Oh, he does all my moves. This
He
is
does?
Mr. Carbon van lines live. This is what we're doing. This is how you do it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's funny stuff. But you know what, man? I will say the guy works his ass off. I don't even know
I don't know how he's
dude, after the heart attack and all that, how he goes on the road is
I don't know how
nothing short of miraculous.
I think we got to get him on the podcast.
We got to get, oh my God.
We'll get Mitch on the podcast. That'll be awesome. He'll promote his moving company.
Mitch on the podcast, take that mic and put it on the other side.
All right. So do you have do you have anything you want to complain about?
No, not really.
Dude, you got to be my sidekick. You got to have some complaint.
Why do I got to come? I'm here letting the general. Today it's about,
it's about the general. All right, so listen, Rob, believe it or not.
Dude, I
don't want to complain about it because we should complain. I wake up every morning. I got my health. I feel great. I do my Uber. I run around. I meet people. I go out. I love Florida. I love my life, man. I love doing my thing, bro. I can't complain.
So, Rob,
you want to be a miserable fucking complain? That's you, bro. I don't want to complain.
We have spoken almost an hour. But give me the short and the long of your book and what you. I
go to church on Sunday. I pray to God.
What you hope to achieve. What you hope to achieve. What you hope to achieve. And
all right. So by the numbers, right? And this is a book for sports fans. Joey and I
show the back page. Show the back.
I read it today. Yeah. I saw the back page.
There you go.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask you about the Instagram thing. Yeah.
So look at that too. Links Publishing.
Links Publishing? Are they a self-publisher?
I don't know if they do self-publishing as well.
Well, another time I'll get you on and we'll talk about publishing and books because
I sent them my manuscript and they said like send me like 15 pages of your manuscript. I sent them the whole thing, and they just called me up in like 5 days and said, "Hey, man, we really want to work with you." And I got to give them the credit for lots of stuff, like all this.
Oh, beautiful cover.
This is all that.
Oh, I thought you did. Didn't you tell me someone else did?
I thought you did all that.
No, this is all links and the graphics. Here, wait.
I gave you credit for something you didn't even do.
That one. This is all links. This was another one that they sent me as a potential book cover. And I like this one more, but I said, I like the other one so much that it has to be in there as well. And they're like, yeah, no problem. You know, so the links, I did all the editing because I mean, I've been writing for years, so
You did your own editing?
I did my own editing.
Editing is tough, bro.
Oh boy,
Well,
you
editing
bitch,
is-
dude. You bitched about that editing so much it was until the point.
Well,
dude,
because
really,
in the writing process, it is the most important process.
he'd send me. Listen, he'd send me right a
I'm
number.
listening to you.
He'd send me a number, and then like 2 days later, he's like, "You done?" I'm like, "Dude, you just sent me the thing 2 days ago, bro.
You had patience.
I got a busy schedule.
I-
I
In my
can't be
first major edit, I edited 84 pages out.
Yeah, it happens. Dude, my first book was over 250 pages, and
No,
I
I'm
had
saying this was for something, and I edited 80-something pages out because I was like, okay, this has to go. But I knew I know a lot about editing, and I know what has to be in and what has, and I know the writing process. Sometimes you just filling stuff out. You're diarrheaing out of your head. It's just coming out, and you got to go back multiple times. And even after you get like the structure down, then it's going back and getting freak, man, punctuation shit and spelling errors, this, that, and the other. Constantly editing.
You got to unwind my mumbo jumbo.
Oh,
You know I know about that, bro. I wrote 3 books, bro.
I mean, if you
I know
want,
about editing. I paid someone $900 to.
and if you want to read about my issues with your brother, get to number 77 in the book, and you'll read about my issues with your brother. Because at number 77, I had it. I couldn't take it anymore. And I put down what he actually sent me in his email. And I was like,
That's
this is
great.
what I got to deal with. This is what I got to fucking
Who was number 77?
A
For
man,
him, it was Lionel Alzado.
a man, Lala Zato. It's my boy.
And for you?
Love him. Him and Saragusa are my boys.
No, who was your number 77?
General 77, I think was didn't you, I think Esposito you gave. Did you, I think a hockey, right?
It was hockey, I'm sure.
I think it was Esposito you gave.
See, I never would know all this.
Or was it coffee?
Mine would be all mostly
Yeah,
baseball.
pork. I knew you gave it to a hockey.
Hey,
player. Pork you
Yeah,
gave it
very
to.
poor. I knew it was hockey.
Man, me too.
It was very poor. I didn't know it was pork or coffee.
What was really hard with the numbers when you started getting into the offensive line.
I
You know
understand.
what I mean? It got a little boring because they're not exciting players. Fucking offensive line.
Hey, Joey, 50s and 60s weren't sexy, but actually
Speak for yourself.
the 50s were. The 50s were because we
Yeah,
ended
you're
up
right.
giving half the 50s to baseball players.
You're right. No, you're right.
We gave 54 to Goose, 55 to Oral,
51
I gave-
we gave to Randy Johnson.
Yeah, and 50 I gave to David Robbins.
Well, look, man, sell me your
Yeah.
book, brother, right now. Sell us your
Well,
book. And
well-
I'm not sell us your book. Tell us why we should read it. We know about you now. We know you're a good writer. We know that you're a pretty
Guys,
bright guy.
Okay, this
You
is,
know a lot about a lot of things. So sell us
this
the book.
This book will inspire conversation. It'll inspire debate, controversy. Leave it on your coffee table. You'll find yourself picking it up every freaking day. I get calls at 7 o'clock in the morning from people saying, I'm drinking my coffee and I got to go to work, but I can't go to fucking work because I can't put your fucking book down. Why? Because they are so, it drags you in. Hey, right, Joey?
Yeah. What's great about the book?
How
from
many
my- let me
times
give you
I
my-
try to get out, it drags me back in.
Let me tell you what I liked about the book. And
It's
helping
such
you
a-
write it is that
Okay, let you
I
talk.
was able to do research, things that I didn't know about things, like, no statistics that some of these guys really had and how great some of these guys really were. And it was
Well, no,
tough,
it doesn't
man.
go
Some
through our eyes.
numbers
Like
were
when we hit
tough.
51, we said, oh shit, Randy Johnson, Ichiro, Butkus, what the hell? Man,
I would think one of the hardest numbers would be 42, because you just can't take it away from Jackie Robinson.
42 was
Jackie Robinson?
No,
that's
No.
your brother.
No, but it's hard to
no, I
take.
didn't pick Jackie Robinson. I
Yes, you
picked.
did.
Did I?
Read
sure
the book, Joe.
Oh yeah, I did. You're right, because I can't do Yankees all the time, bro. I gotta stay away.
Read the book. I picked Mariano Rivera.
Right.
Now, I'm a Yankee fan, but you put Mariano Rivera in 3-inning games, he's not Mariano Rivera anymore.
But that wasn't his job.
Started out as a starter.
Huh?
He began his career.
No, but I'm saying, I mean, the Goose and those guys, 2-3 innings. Mariano Rivera came in sometimes for 1 out. And again, I certainly ain't knocking his career, but
and that 1 out, he would break 3 bats too.
yeah. And the other
Storm
one,
and get
the other controversy I seem to see online,
Dude, the Yankees don't win all those World Series without Mariano.
is that Jeter is overrated. I don't think Jeter is overrated. I think Jeter is one of the best. Jeter is in the top 5, for hits in major leagues.
Jeter is overrated for anybody who's not a Yankee fan.
Right. But he's got
Right.
3,500 hits, man.
Hey, let me do something.
He also played 24
if
years.
you don't buy the numbers, Jeter's one of the top guys.
Jeter.
Jeter.
Yeah.
I didn't give him 2. I didn't even give him number 2.
No. The hate was spewing at number 2.
He hates the dude, and I don't hate
What are you
the
talking about?
Mets.
I gave Mickey Mantle, Joe DiMaggio, Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, Yogi Berra. How many Yankees do you think you're gonna put in the book, bro?
He loves the 70s Yankees.
Because my
And he
father
loves. Hey, dude. If
Right,
you
I
read
gave
the book-
Thurman Munson. I gave him 15.
Vin, one of the things I talk about in the book was walking through your front door and seeing a picture of your father in a tux.
with Thurman Munson. I'd have that picture on my wall at home.
And dude, I talk about Big Tom.
Well, let me ask you now, now I'm going to ask you some,
I talk about Tom Sr.
I'm
Not
going to ask you
Tom.
some,
Tom loves himself too much for me to talk about him. He loves himself.
Oh, brother Tom Jr.
Oh, that's another whole episode. We're trying to get him right over here, bro.
He don't even, you know something?
He
He's
retired
like,
39, single, ready to
Robert,
mingle.
listen
He's
to
sitting
this.
right in between.
He
our
was
brothers.
here.
Oh, yeah,
Dude,
forget it.
he
He
was
loved
here.
himself more
Dude.
than anybody in the world loved anybody before. Now, forget it.
Dude, he was here last week. I couldn't go out. I wasn't feeling well. He didn't even come and see me. Didn't even come and visit me. He was 10 minutes away. Okay. He loves himself to the utmost. He's a true narcissist. I mean, God bless
You
him.
don't love yourself. Who's
You
gonna
want
love
to sell you want to sell 1,000 books? Get him to put either yours or mine on his fucking thing.
And he won't. He doesn't volunteer to do that. I have a podcast. He don't say, Vin, why don't you throw the show on when you do it? I wanted him to come on this show, and he goes, I'm too busy. When he's here on vacation,
This
I
was
go,
the last
you.
time. This was
I
the
go,
last
you're
time.
too.
It went in through my neck.
Dude, I know, too. My brother will tell you
6
that
weeks ago.
they give
Dude,
us.
everybody knows you post this shit on Facebook every time
It
you
went
get
through my neck.
a knife in your throat.
John, they gave me intravenous chemo through my carotid artery, right or wrong.
I had the picture.
Yeah, bro, life is no joke when you're going through shit. But anyway, listen, because I don't want to go too far over, but I think that you should be a well-respected now in your field writer.
I'll tell you, I'm stoked. I've gotten like 5 reviews. Every review I got is a 5-star.
Well, I'm going to post it on my social medias as well.
I mean, every review I've gotten has been 5 stars. Everybody loves the book.
You know what blows my
Everybody tells me,
mind?
they go, I got to leave it on my coffee table because when people come in to the house, they pick it up and they're like, what the hell is this? And they start
No,
going
I'm
through it.
looking forward to it, but I think it'd be very interesting to have it. It's a perfect coffee table book.
It's funny that it's a coffee table book and that's like, it's such a bad thing.
Nobody's leaving reviews. They're reading the book, but nobody's leaving reviews. Now when people get my call, I'm like, you bought the book and you review it, please.
Are you satisfied with what you had to say today? Let's ask you that.
Dude, I'm always satisfied with what I say.
Well, I want to make sure. I don't want you
nothing in my
calling
life.
Joey up later and saying the fuck didn't make me say this. He didn't make. I will let you say
See, I
anything
don't
you want.
regret life. I don't regret things.
I don't
can't
regret
control
life.
my
I regret things though, but you can't. You're right. You can't.
You can't. And if you go through your life like that, you're gonna have arguments all the time.
Which I had. You're gonna have a lot of bad things. Man, it's so good to see you though. I like the next time I have you on though, when you're working on another book now.
I'm probably about close to 70% done.
So you kick me to the curb. You kick me to the curb. Who'd you replace me with?
Pretty soon with Mikey G.
Oh, sure. Mike Giaconelli gets in.
What is the new book?
Mikey gets in there.
So the new book is by the numbers MLB edition. So it's going to be strictly Major League Baseball, where fielding each franchise by the number of the position. So not the number that they wore. If we go back to old school baseball, Stratomatic, stuff like that, Joey remembers. You look at a baseball field, there are positions. 1
to 9. Yeah.
1 to 9. So I'm fielding each franchise by their greatest 1 to 9.
Vinny remembers that. You remember, we used to do all this.
You know what? He pays attention to himself, not to his.
He's pretty much a narcissist.
He knows nothing about my writing.
He doesn't even care
me
about
being sick. Nothing.
Once he gets involved,
he hasn't said one thing about it. Either one of them.
I agree.
But anyway,
I'm doing a little bit more than that because I'm making basically kind of like a playoff team where you have.
But the Yankees, they do that every day on Facebook. Who's your favorite 9 Yankees? And what I don't like about that is, I don't like a lot of stuff, but what I don't like about that is they put the same modern guys in, man. Like A-Rod is the Yankees Hall of Fame third baseman for.
He's on my team too, so sorry.
He's not on your team? I mean, the play.
Third baseman. You go by the numbers.
His Yankee stats. His Yankee stats were.
This guy will go by the numbers.
Now, his Yankee stats were sick, bro. His Yankee stats were sick. He had unbelievable Yankee stats. But I'm saying they
2 or 3 times.
Yeah. So
that speaks a lot.
Well, I enjoyed today. It's always good to see old friends. You ever come down to Florida?
But, now, he's my third baseman, but that doesn't mean that Greg Nettles didn't make the team.
Okay, gotcha. Because I love Greg Nettles, too. I remember.
Because each franchise will also have a bullpen and a dugout.
The Scott Brocious didn't make the team?
Then I come back with a stupid fucking remark. But I'm not going to. And there's another reason why you're not involved in this book, because I could not have you even giving me an opinion on any of the Yankee players.
Why? There's somebody might can give you good advice.
You're a fucking hater. You're a hater.
Dude, he is such a hater. And I tell him, why you hate? I don't hate the Mets.
You understand? I hate the 90 Yankees.
Okay. Like I hate the 86 Mets.
There you go. They were the greatest team in the league ever.
No, they're not the greatest.
Who was more popular than the 86 Mets? There wasn't one Yankee team that was more popular than the 86 Mets.
There were many. The 77 and 78
I'm talking about the 90s.
Oh, the 90s team, they say, was the greatest Yankee team.
No, talked about owned the city. The Mets owned New York in 86 like it's never been owned before in the 90s. Maybe the 70 Yankees with the Bronx Zoo and everything.
With everybody.
Listen, do you still watch movies? We'll talk about movies.
Yeah, I party.
Watch movies. All he does is smoke weed and watch TV all day.
Those guys out in the clubs like Joey did and you did. And I was on a cruise in like 2003 with Jesse Orozco.
Do you know he gave that mid to the cop who was shot in Central Park and he died recently, last few years? Or John McDonald, the cop that was
a good guy.
He gave his mitt. He gave his mitt to him.
McDonald was
he's
the one who was paralyzed.
Yeah,
he's dead now.
No, I'm saying, but he was one who was paralyzed.
The Rangers are the ones that really.
Yeah, they did. Absolutely. The garden.
There's a
It's a
whole
charity.
award. Yeah, there's
Well,
an award.
listen, as much as I love to keep it going, I'm going to have you on again. I hope someday we're going to talk more.
Dude, if we go all the time, you
We're
got
gonna do pop culture, all right,
My
Jeff?
brother's hurting right now in the money department, so you have to come up with some cash.
You know, people supposed
What a
to pay.
settlement. I got no settlement, man. What settlement did I got? The government
No.
said, hey, you're on disability.
I
Yeah,
got
fuck
settlement.
you.
Is that what she said?
I
I didn't say
settled.
seven. I said you got pride money. I didn't say you got
All right, listen, man. I love you, and good to have you. And but I
Love
know
you,
you.
dudes, man.
I do want to
Talk to
talk
you, man.
movies and books next time. Okay.
Oh, definitely. Dude,
All right, my
same-
man.
you see
Good to
Sinners?
see you. Good luck with your writing.
Same to you, my brother.
Peace.
Adios, amigos. You
Peace.
say, oh, done too. We gotta say goodbye to mom. Love you.
Oh, he likes to say goodbye to my mother.
Gotta say goodbye to my mother, man.
Ditto.
Love
And
you,
then,
honey.
and then her neighbor shows that and she goes, "What is that?"
Hey, dude, I always
All right, my
felt
man.
that. I always
Later,
felt
Mo.
at home in the Simone house. Honey always made me feel at home.
And my mother's a great woman, dude. Nobody better.
Yeah.
That's why then we are the men we are today.
Yeah, no, she was.
Okay.
Would say, "I
Later.
love you."
Later,
She goes,
dude.
Don't leave. You can leave.
Oh, can I leave you? Oh, you want me to
No,
leave?
I gotta wait for.
Oh, no, yeah. Later,
All right,
Mo.
my man.
"Peace."